Came from the dark side of life, if you know what I'm saying. You know, living in the ghetto. No one really knows what went on. He was being locked up for, petty crimes. But that makes you grow up a lot quicker.
Now, this, of course, may not seem to be a great accomplishment to others, but to me it was, and more than a coincidence that I was so sure that he would win the national championship that I ordered a big banner which was stretched across Main Street in Catskill, welcoming him home as the champion, the National Junior Olympic champion. I ordered that before the tournament even ended.
That's all. Mike Tyson outclassing Kelton Brown.
Referee stops the contest. First round, your 1984 National Junior Champion in the over 201-pound class. Boxing out of the blue corner, Michael Tyson.
I believe he will be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. And if he remains dedicated, interested, and without any distractions, I believe that eventually he will go down in history as the greatest heavyweight champion we've ever had.
How did Tyson become what he is today? The remarkable story begins here.
The professional debut of Mike Tyson in the white trunks against Hector Mercedes. We're in the Plaza Convention Center, Albany, and this is not going to take too long. We're in round one. Mercedes already in trouble. He is going down, is he? These big swinging hooks to the body from Tyson. And if that is it in round one, that is a pretty impressive professional debut from the man who so nearly went to the Olympics in Los Angeles last year. He didn't. He's decided to turn pro instead. And that's not a bad start, is it? Well, we saw Mike Tyson's down goes Singleton again, left hook this time. This boy is tough. Doesn't throw many jabs, comes in, works close, hooks to head and body, and he's just a perpetual motion machine so far. This isn't going to go too long. Trent Singleton in all sorts of trouble. Tyson shrugs almost as if disappointed that the fight is over so quickly. 2 fights, 2 wins for Tyson. I think Don Halpin trying to give Tyson the eye, and I am glad. I tell you, I am glad I am this side of the ropes and not that side of the ropes, because Tyson looks mean, he looks menacing. This is a much slower and much more measured Mike Tyson. And Albany tonight, good right hand, Halpin down. You, behind the camera, had the most perfect view of that. Only difference is, you saw the punch, Don Halpin didn't. Mandatory 8, early in the 4th. Can Tyson finish this? I think so. I think so. That's enough.
Tyson, I asked him what he felt his best punch was, and he said whatever hits him, and his right hand got Spain in a lot of trouble. And now Joe O'Neill is going to make the decision if he's going to let Spain continue. And here comes Tyson again. He got him with the left hand, and he's out of here.
doubt it. There's only so much punishment anybody can take. That is the limit of Sterling Benjamin's endurance. The referee was just about to step in anyway.
I was a little leery. I knew I was in there with a good fighter that went the distance with some good fighters, and I was planning on just putting the pressure on him from the beginning to the end. I planned on coming out with a jab because I watched him in the DeWitt fight, and he was countering with the right hand good. And coming in the first round, I got grades with the right hand, and from then on, I know to slip my head and just keep coming forward.
As for Benjamin, well, he was thoroughly impressed.
You have a sledgehammer, man. You know, where I go down there and feel it. He's ready to hit hard. This is the hardest I ever been hit.
It is the hardest here.
The hardest on my whole career, man.
They keep lining him up, and Kid Catskill keeps knocking him down, and there'll be no let-up for Mike Tyson either. But Mike Tyson continues to be a very busy man. But it's getting harder and harder now to find anybody who wants anything to do with him. I mean, no fighter wants to get run over by a truck.
Last ball.
He goes to Houston on the 13th. He's going to fight some Texas champ that I think the guy's Richardson is his name.
See how Richardson attempts to use that advantage in height and reach.
Amato, of course. Right hand by Tyson. Oh, my. First punch he threw.
What took him so long?
Eddie Richardson, looking at the referee, is in much disbelief as we are.
Eddie Richardson said he was going to go after it and test it, and he may have made a very serious error in strategy right there.
Tyson is a little icebox rather than a refrigerator, I'll tell you what.
Well, he has a 19 3/4 inch neck, which is approximately the size of actress Shelley Duvall's waist.
And you certainly see the punching power in Tyson.
One of the real rising stars in the boxing galaxy today, Mike Tyson, a fellow.
That left hand almost drove Richardson right through the canvas.
He not only knocked him down, but he absolutely carried him through the air.
And it's over.
Tyson's career, and that's going to be to have a fight that lasts long enough to get some good footage on it.
I'm telling you what, it's hard to do. Mike Tyson, without a doubt, one of the bright stars in the heavyweight picture, now goes to 11-0 with 11 knockouts. Mike Tyson, nice to have you in Houston, Texas. You made quite an impression.
Well, thank you very much. The town is beautiful itself, and I'm glad to be welcomed here.
Well, you lost a dear friend in Customato not too long ago, and a lot of people thought you might not come down here and fight. You were quoted as saying Cuss would have wanted it that way.
Well, most definitely. Even though he didn't, Customato, being around him since the age of 13, I'm more like business orientated, and I know not to let anything get involved in business. You know, things happen. We all have disappointments, but we can't let these things stop our lives. We have to go on.
Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is in deeper trouble.
Tyson does not throw wild punches.
Big left hook. And there is Sam down.
What I think he should have been doing from the first go, he just was in trouble in both the first and second rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
Punch. Again, he lunges and it gets pulled.
Comes there in trouble. And down.
An uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand.
Tyson was invited. And there was an uppercut. What a shot. There is no swing. There's a smashing left hand. Oh, what a shot. And yeah, that's a fighter. And that's it.
And there
is a live look at Marvis Frazier, who has just entered the ring here in the Glens Falls Civic Center. The record 16-1 with 7 knockouts. There are the vital statistics on the young man who is attempting to continue his father's legacy in the sport. Now entering the ring, the local favorite, trains and lives in Catskill, New York, has fought so many of his bouts here in the Albany, Troy, New York area. Mike Tyson entering as the warrior, the characteristic no socks, no robe look. Now I am joined by our ABC Sports boxing expert, Alex Wallow. Alex, how do you see the fight?
Jim, in my opinion, it is not a matter of if Mike Tyson knocks out Marvis Frazier, but it's just a matter of when. I don't think Marvis is overmatched in this fight because of a lack of talent. Since being knocked out by Larry Holmes, he has reestablished himself as a heavyweight to be contended with wins, as we saw earlier, over the likes of Quick Tillis and Bone Crusher Smith. He can fight. The reason I and a lot of other people don't think he can win against Tyson is the fact that his style is made to order for Mike. Like his father, Marvis relies on pressure and stamina and intensity to beat an opponent, but that aggressiveness is just perfect for a bomber like Mike Tyson. Remember, as great as Joe Frazier was, when he faced a tremendous power man like George Foreman, he got bounced around the ring like a rubber ball. His pressure style was suicidal against Foreman, and I think that's the case here today with Marvis and Mike Tyson.
All right, very quickly, let's look at the tail of the tape. You will see that Frazier has a reach advantage of about 6 inches, which will probably be nullified if he comes forward toward Tyson, as we expect him to do. Round 1 is about to begin. The referee is Joe Cortez. In New York State, scoring is done by 3 judges. The referee does not score, scoring on the round system, supplemental 4-point scoring system if the rounds wind up even, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Tyson comes out slugging.
He comes out smoking like Marvis's father, Joe. Marvis must move or we're going to be out of here very, very...
Joe Cortez moves in to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight. It did not last 20 seconds. Tyson goes over to take a look at Marvis Frazier, obviously quite concerned. A terrific uppercut. The same punch.
Uppercut.
We're going to show it to you in just a moment. Right now, there is Jim Jacobs, yes.
Co-manager of Mike Tyson talking to him. 30-second knockout sensation. Watch the right hand of Mike Tyson. Marvis in the corner and trapped. There it was. Just clipped him right on the chin. The left was unnecessary. Marvis is badly hurt at this point. Uppercut again. And there, Marvis is out on his feet. Everything after this is just incidental.
There will continue to be skepticism in some quarters regarding Tyson's stamina, his ability to take a punch, his technique in the ring. But with each succeeding bout, any skepticism about his punching power has to evaporate.
Michael, give me first your reaction to the fight.
The fight, I was confident. I trained real hard with my trainer, Kevin Rooney, who I owe a great deal to. And I came out and I was confident. I knew the fight. I felt it deep in my heart. I was going to stop him in the first round.
Did you know from watching tapes of him that you could hit him with the uppercut?
No, that's my favorite punch. And I watched the time, and I knew from my trainer telling me as he throws his punches, he bends down. And I knew that would be perfect for my uppercut. I planned on working the body more, but I saw the opportunity, and it looked too good to go away.
You stuck him back in that corner with the jab, Mike. Is that jab going to become a big part of your repertoire as you go along?
Almost definitely. Me and my trainer have been working constantly on the jab. And as you say, I feel so confident, and I knew deep down in my blood that I was going to stop him in the first round.
You said that you feel fear before a fight. Did you have any fear for this fight, and how do you deal with that fear?
Well, I use the fear to reflect it on my opponent, because fear I use as my friend. It's my friend. If I don't have it, I don't fight.
The over-under for this fight, you can't bet on a winner here, because Tyson is so heavily favored, is 5 rounds. You can bet on whether the fight will go a full 5 rounds or whether it will go beyond 5 rounds.
And I would think that the smart money is saying that it won't go 5. And there was a left hand, and Ratliff will sit it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
short left hook. It was a classic punch. And Ratliff I don't think will get out of this round.
Tyson right on top of Alfonso Ratliff. Another sign, of course, that you look for is can the man finish? And Tyson has left little doubt about that so far. Right hand, that should be just about it. Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
That, incidentally, is a much more important fight for Tyson than you could imagine because it qualifies him for a shot at Trevor Berbick for the heavyweight title.
Outside, a cool, crisp night in the desert. One has to think even the gaming tables will empty a bit during the next hour or so. And we're live from the Las Vegas Hilton in Las Vegas, Nevada, where WBC champion Trevor Berbick defends his crown against Mike Tyson. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. Throughout the history of this great sport, celebrated heavyweights have emerged to capture the public's imagination. As they stand on the threshold of the title heavyweight champion, the hype is over. The names like Ali, Marciano, Lewis, and Dempsey each seize the opportunity. Now this Las Vegas crowd and millions around the world wait in judgment as Mike Tyson tries to prove he is deserving of all the attention as the next great heavyweight champion. A formidable WBC champion, Trevor Berbick, stands in his way. There you see just 21 months as a professional to his first title fight. Joe Louis, the closest to him, more than a year behind him. So Mike Tyson, youth, no question about it. Now, will it be served is the question that we'll be answering tonight. And of course, I really haven't heard or felt as much anticipation, Ray and Larry, about a heavyweight championship fight as I felt in the last hour or so in a long time. And I don't know if it's just that we're kind of all sitting back saying, how good is Mike Tyson really? This fight has brought everybody out of the woodwork, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think one of the ways we recognize it is when celebrities come out because they recognize that something big is about to happen. And if you want to know what the cost of being a celebrity is, tonight it's $400 because ringside is $600, but all of these showbiz folks have paid $1,000 to be in the VIP section.
And that was sold out. You couldn't even get into the VIP section, really. In fact, Eddie Murphy was around here. He was kind of a latecomer. You saw him just a moment ago. There's Tommy Hearns, guy that you're infinitely familiar with, Ray. Michael Spinks, heavyweight champion. And Larry Holmes, of course, the former heavyweight champion. I mean, this has brought out the greats and the near greats, and I'll tell you, it's only the greats that are ringside. Speaking of the greats.
Muhammad Ali and his new wife, Lonnie, his fourth wife.
Now, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson has come to this fight with his usual retinue, which includes a trainer and an assistant, and that's it. Two people, plus his managers, Luke Caton and Jimmy Jacobs. That's his entire entourage, and here he is.
Also wearing a sweatshirt. Black shoes, no socks, black trunks.
Sockless, but not punchless, I should add, Barry.
Yeah, no question about it. In fact, yesterday we were talking to him about, I asked him, I said, when do you put your game face on? He put his arm over my shoulder and he said, you know, this is no game. Berbick, as he makes his way out of his locker room and toward the ring now, said, that's where I want him. I love it if he's going to be right on my chest.
He throw wide loop and telegraph punches. He can't do that against a guy as tenacious as Mike Tyson. He has to throw short punches and tie Mike up and break his rhythm.
Stockings. Left hook, Tyson.
What Berbick's trying to do, he's trying to overpower Mike Tyson. And he's abandoning doing what he normally does best, and that is to use his whole body, to use those broad shoulders.
That was a big right hand by Tyson.
This crowd that we talked about earlier. Always coming forward, Tyson. And the punches are short because he's coming forward and harder to see. We have to remember that Trevor Berbick has never been hit by punches as hard as he's being hit in this fight. And you'd never know how a man is going to respond to that.
Very calm. Look at the body shot first, then the head.
Tyson is everything that people could have hoped for in that round.
Trevor Berbick is short, powerful, devastating punches. Berbick is still hurt. Trevor Berbick still seems to be not on solid legs at all here, Ray.
Well, again, you notice that my man is being patient. Tyson's being very, very patient, which was a big concern from a lot of other boxing people. He's being patient against a guy that has a great deal of experience. He's not wasting any punches.
Trying to time Mike Tyson up here, just kind of hang on and get the cobwebs out. Oh, another big right hand, and Berbick is in trouble again.
Tyson is perpetual motion, and the reason he's so dangerous, bro, because he continues to throw those punches. One thing I've noticed in Tyson, he actually turns southpaw because he can knock you out with either hand. He has good leverage because he keeps his balance.
He missed with that uppercut, but didn't miss by much.
A fight as a man of his type of ability could possibly fight. He fought a very strong man, an experienced man who is unfazed by the magnitude of the event. There is no praise high enough for Mike Tyson for fulfilling all of boxing's hopes for what he's done here.
Amen.
Here, the right hand that put Trevor Berbick in a great deal of trouble, and here's the first knockdown. Again, another looping right hand, and Tyson punches very well with both hands. It was a good display of punching power by Mike Tyson.
And again, just to underscore the theme that Larry Merchant said,
well, the final knockdown, we didn't see that beautiful uppercut too often. In fact, Tyson didn't need it, but it was a short left hook that did away with Trevor Berbick.
Just tremendous shots and very quick hand speed. He set up the last knockdown with a shot to the body and came right back behind it. And you could see at this point that Trevor Berbick was not about to get back up.
See, we understand the punching power of Mike Tyson. All you have to do is watch this replay. It's a short left uppercut, left hook, I'm sorry. And it was a one-punch knockout pretty much. It was not accumulation of punches.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mills Lane stops the bout at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the second round. The winner by a TKO and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
I'd like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Cus D'Amato, and I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it.
He's smiling, that's right. I believe he will be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. And if he remains dedicated, interested, and without any distractions, I believe that eventually he'll go down in history as the greatest heavyweight champion we've ever.
World.
To the bag, she clutching her purse. She calling me dad while I'm whipping the vert. The paper plates on the window defrost. I step on the gas.
Thank you for checking in with me. Want to stay updated? Check out this playlist right here. Oh, you still here? Hit subscribe.